Your favorite Lollipop has uploaded her first video as part of the new YouTube schedule she published. Knowing her, it could well be the last, but let's see what she has to say.
Hey guys, so today is March 25th. Today is the first weigh-in in my new YouTube schedule. So my weigh-in videos are going to consist of me weighing in on Tuesday and you guys seeing it on Wednesday. I'm going to be talking or answering 5 different questions or topics that you guys asked me, which is all weight, body, food related. And then I'm going to talk about how the week went, do my weigh-in of course, and then I'm going to create some goals for myself that I want during that week. And then we're going to talk about if I did them or if I didn't.
She has said so many times that she is not a weight loss channel, so why, every time she does a big rebrand, is it as a weight loss channel? At this point, I would honestly rather she just went back to doing mukbangs and being messy.
So first question / topic is, would you try semaglutide again? So I've tried semaglutide twice, Ozempic once.
How does she still not understand that Ozempic and semaglutide are the same thing? Any other GLP-1 injectables are tirzepatide.
Normally when someone asks me this question, it's a flat out yes, I absolutely would. But now it's a no. I never will do semaglutide again. So semaglutide is not even FDA approved.
This is completely untrue and harmful to spread as fact. All name brand semaglutide for weight loss is FDA approved. She has literally seen the title of an article about black market semaglutide and rolled with it.
I always ignored that little tiny tidbit because in my brain I was like, okay, if it's coming from pharmacies, and obviously the pharmacies know what they're talking about. The more that people are using semaglutide, the more that people are learning about semaglutide, and something that is like coming up a lot, like I've seen articles about it, like you guys have sent me articles. There's a lot of semaglutide like coming from the black market. People are getting extremely sick. People are getting scammed.
Yes, this is true. But do you know how to avoid getting sick or scammed from black market product, Amber? Don't buy from the black market.
And no matter where I get it from, it's just like, you never know what you're gonna get. So semaglutide is a no. But would I try Ozempic again, which is FDA approved? Yes. But it's like thousands and thousands of dollars a month, especially once you get to like the highest dose.
Ozempic is expensive, but not thousands and thousands of dollars. She doesn't care if she is spreading misinformation to people who may genuinely have benefited from a medication like this. All she cares about is manipulating, quote tidbits, to suit the narrative that it wasn't her fault she had to stop Ozempic. Just say you don't want to lose your appetite, Amber, and own it. You'd be judged way less.
So once that price is lowered, then we'll talk. What is your ideal goal weight? So I actually do not have one at all. So I know it seems kind of like contradictory because these are weigh-in videos, but I don't have a goal weight. I don't care about the number on the scale. I care about how I feel. I want my health to improve. I want my breathing to improve. I want my walking to improve.
It's good to have non-scale goals, but none of what she is talking about is achievable without the number of the scale going down. It's so easy to convince yourself that you are feeling better, but if there is nothing quantifiable to hold you to account, where is the motivation? We know poor health isn't enough for her.
I just want my heart health to improve, just all of my like physical ailments and my mental ailments that are affected by my weight. I want all of those things to improve. Why don't you just go on hiatus and come back with the weight off? Because I need to show up. This is my job and it's very, very important to me. It gives me something to do during the day. It gives me some form of normalcy and routine.
Sure, a legitimate YouTube career can give you all of those things, but fumbling together 10 minutes of jump cuts every week, ignoring requests for content that would actually be entertaining, and making a new schedule every few weeks doesn't.
I need this roof over my head. I need to be able to put food in my fur baby's stomachs.
Get a job.
Not many people can just disappear for months on end from their job, and that also includes me. And I thoroughly enjoy YouTube, so I wouldn't want to leave.
Okay, but you know what else people with jobs can't do? Constantly complain about the people paying their salary or put out lazy, incorrect information. But that's just to name a few.
Why did you hide your weight from Beck? So that's something else that Beck has said, that supposedly I started hiding my weight from them. That never happened. I have been very open and honest about my weight towards the whole internet. I've always done weigh-ins for you guys, and I mean, that goes the same with the people in my life. I've always been very vocal about how much I weigh. I've never really been like ashamed of my weigh-ins because it's like when you look at me, you know, you're like, damn, that girl big. I think it was just Beck being super uninterested and just like really genuinely, they didn't care about anything I was saying or doing. So that also went into my weigh-ins.
Amber has said multiple times that her highest recorded weight is 579 because after that she stopped weighing herself. Either this is true and Beck didn't know her weight, or she weighed herself and didn't tell Beck, so Beck still did not know her weight. She's trying to make out that Beck is lying about something when she has literally already told us she was probably heavier and didn't know.
You failed all your weight loss attempts so far. What do you think will be different this time? Nothing. The thing is, you guys have witnessed me failing all of these diets and fad diets and whatever it may be. But one thing about me is I've never given up. And I feel like a lot of people have experienced the same thing. They have literally yo-yo dieted their whole life.
Amber, it is not a yo-yo diet if the only direction you go is up. Stop using scenarios that do genuinely apply to some people to justify your past behavior.
The only difference is theirs isn't documented publicly while mine is. And all these people who finally become successful in losing their weight and reaching their goal, that's after multiple attempts. Whether it's been 100 attempts or 2 attempts, it doesn't matter. Something finally clicks.
Here is a list of things that should have made it finally click. 1. Breaking a sofa built for 3 people. 2. Being a legitimate target for a feeder. 3. Being unable to shop anywhere but Torrid. 4. Paying for a private concert box because you don't fit in the seats. 5. The tree walk. 6. Having leg parts that touch the floor. 7. Having to sit down to cook a meal. But that's just me, you do your goal.
Every time I go into a new section of my weight loss journey, God, I hate that word, journey. Every time I go into it again, I'm always very hopeful in hopes that something will click. It kind of reminds me of my mom's journey with her sobriety. She did drugs literally her whole life, and I can't even tell you how many times in my lifetime she tried to quit and just couldn't, until she finally did because something just clicked.
She is waiting for the day that suddenly weight loss is easy because something has clicked and she really wants it. That is not how it works. Change is hard. But you know what's harder? Being over 500 pounds.
All right, so we are done with the topic/questions. Now on to how I've been doing, how have I been eating lately? Well, I've been eating what I want, when I want, and how much I want because I have been so hyper-focused on trying to improve my mental health because it has not been good at all.
Please, Amber, explain how quitting therapy, drinking, and crying on live stream helps your mental health.
That I have genuinely been neglecting my physical health needs. So now I need to make both of those things a priority because my mental health was low and I'm doing a lot better now, thankfully. But I was trying to put in work to improve that because it was so bad. I don't think my mental health has been that bad in a very, very long time.
So is it worse now that Tommy has broken up with you than the time you lied about it being bad because Tommy had broken up with you? I've lost track.
Now I want to put in work so I can focus on my mental health and my physical health.
Amber, that is quite literally your only purpose in life. How have you not managed it yet at the age of 34?
Genuinely, this is going to be called the no diet because every single time that I have done a diet, I have failed. What I want to do is just genuinely think before I eat anything instead of just eating it for no reason, if that makes sense.
Here we go, goals. Intuitive Eating Lynn 2.0.
So I'm going to put my weigh in here. March 25th, 2025.
Hello, it's ready. 519.8 pounds.
Throwback to 9 months ago when she cried and said she would never be in the 500s again.
519.8 is a little hecticana, I will say. On top of me eating more than I probably should, I also am very swollen, so you definitely need to take that into account because not only do I have lymphedema, I also have lipedema. So weigh-ins can be a little tricky because obviously when I step on the scale, we are also weighing my fluid and my water retention. So I want to have weekly goals. I want to have something that is obtainable, that I can work on every single day. So then next week I can come back and be okay, so these were my goals and let me tell you how I did. Each week they will be different goals or maybe I will repeat one. It just depends. So for this week I have 2 goals. I went back on my Uber and I went and I saw in the last 7 days, how many times did I order takeout? So I'm taking that number and I'm going to drastically lower it. And that's going to be my goal. So when I went back and looked, it was 8 times in the last 7 days. So as hard as it is going to be, I only want to order it 3 times. So for some people, 3 times in a week is a lot, but for me, it's not. It's actually drastically lowered because I was actually surprised to only see that I ordered takeout 8 times in the last week, because normally it probably would have been about like 13. So my next goal is I want to focus on drinking more water. So I thought about the last week and I was like, how much water did I drink? And now how much do I want to drink? Well, in the last week, the only time that I drank water was during my live streams when I was drinking a little bit of alcohol. I know I'm supposed to only be referring to the last week, but I'm telling you, in the last like 6 months, I've probably only had about 2 cups of water in total.
I genuinely believe this is more shocking than any piece of information she has ever shared. I cannot process it. My kidneys hurt just hearing it.
I do not drink water, period. I go through phases where I drink water, and we have not been in that phase. Not at all, girly pop.
Please do not normalize this. Water is a basic human necessity, not an optional health benefit.
So my goal is to go from only drinking a couple sips in the last week to drinking 2 water bottles a day. And again, I know for some people, only 2 water bottles a day is not enough. But for me, it's going to be a drastic improvement.
Anything with the word drastic in is just setting her up for failure. If she just focused on each day being 1% better than the previous, her life would change in no time.
So those are my 2 goals, and my weigh-in next week, I'll let you guys know how I did. And then also the dreaded weigh-in, which I don't have any goals when it comes to my weigh-ins. I just want to, every single time I step on the scale, which is only gonna be once a week, which is gonna be hard for me, I want to be down at least something, even if it's 0.2 of a pound. This is my no diet. We are not running in this race, we're walking. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. This video was nothing but empty promised, delusion and misinformation. I'll be holding my breath until I know how many bottles of water she drank. This is the high-stakes content I signed up for.